Bo, first of all, congrats on the win. Great to see you back on the field. How are you feeling in your first start here in quite some time?
Yeah, man, feeling great. Felt good to get out there, build some confidence. Hard not to build confidence behind that O line tonight. 370 passing, 150 rushing, no sacks. Hell of a performance by those guys against a very, very good D line. So, big shout out to Gibby. Calling the first game, and I don't know how long. I know he's been in football for like 75 years, but I don't know the last time he called a game. So, him, JB, putting together a great game plan. Yeah, man, just getting to watch everybody, man. It felt great to be out there, but it honestly just seems like everywhere you look, either somebody was making a play or somebody was, this close to making a play. So it was a big night, fun night, a good one to build on, but we still got a lot to do to be a true playoff contender.
This year, we've seen a lot of receivers on this receiving core make an impact in the game. What can you say about that group and just the balance you have on this receiving core?
Yeah, man. I mean, shoot, the scouts have put together obviously a hell of a roster because, we've had guys go down. We've lost guys during the season. And it seems like the next guy steps up and, has a great game. Omar getting his first touchdown tonight and then his second touchdown a couple plays later. So pretty exciting to see. I mean, I think, you see that. You see Keandre at the 150, a couple weeks ago against Toronto. And I think what starts to happen is the entire room starts to feel like, all right, this isn't just one person's team. It's not just 9, it's not just 12. It can be 85's week. So I think it's awesome to see. It's a belief system that that Scott has really tried to instill is that be ready because anybody can get the ball in any given play, and everybody's been proving that. So it's been awesome.
Thanks, Paul.
Yep.
Next question, go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, were you tempted at all to try and convince coach to let you play more in a quarter?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I've learned is I'm going to trust in O because he's one of the smartest and best coaches I've been around. So, when he told me, him and Scott set me down, last weekend and told me the plan. I just said, nodded my head yes, said yes, sir, and got to work preparing for that. Obviously, I was prepared to play. As long as they let me. But we had a pretty good plan going forward, knowing that I'd probably play a quarter. And, thankful that I was able to get out there and make some good throws and make some good reads, but watch the other guys, perform and be in the right spots. So it was a good confidence builder, but, it's not about flashes of greatness. It's about consistency. So just keep building on that game and putting those kind of games together.
I know you've always been a confident player. Were you kind of a little bit of surprised that there wasn't much rust apparent tonight?
No, I mean, our training staff has been pushing me. I've had Claire, I've had Jordan. Jordan's been over there every single day, just having a workout plan. What I should do and rehab wise, and then Bowman put me through workouts as well. And Ed and those guys, giving me an idea of like, hey, this is what I think you should be doing this week and this week. And I'm not surprised. I'm glad it happened. I'm not surprised by it because of the plan that our team up top kind of put in place. And I felt confident, ready to go, and I felt like the game was going to go that way. But again, I felt like that a couple more games this year that didn't go that way. So it was fun to see it come to fruition.
Thank you.
Next question, go with Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
Hi, Bo. Great return. How did you when you mentioned that you thought you still had a long way to go and some things to work on, and then you mentioned consistency. Is that the only thing you have to work on, or are there other things that you feel that you guys got to put together?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you continue to see the bad plays outweigh the good plays, you lose games. If you see the good plays outweighing the bad plays, and then what I've been seeing and what O's been preaching is that it's about the fact that we're building on the good plays and it's becoming more consistent good plays every play, and then the bad plays are becoming more minimal or not as big of a detriment to us. Maybe it's a missed block compared to a hold, which is obviously worse. So I think it's just myself personally. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It was to stop turning the ball over. So, you saw the safety I took. Technically ends up being a turnover, anyways. But I was about to pull the trigger to Omar, and then he kind of did something a little bit different than I thought. So instead of just letting it go and trusting that it was going to be perfect, pull the ball back down and, try to just pitch it past the line of scrimmage. Obviously, got to be better at that and make sure I get it past or just throw it out of bounds. But it's just things like that, just improving on things like that and running the offense from ground up, and then letting the big plays come when they're there, and they did tonight. So
What do you think you have here?
I think we have a hell of a team that has a great chance to win a Grey Cup. In order to do that, we're going to have to go through two great football teams, two teams that we haven't beat yet. So as happy as we are and as much as we're celebrating, we understand, the road in front of us, and we understand what it's going to take to make that happen. It's going to be an uphill battle, but I can tell you that everybody in this room believes that we can do it, and we're going to keep building on that.